2, 1.
Okay, my name is Juan Moreno. I'm going to talk about the importance of eating breakfast. I don't know about how many people here are morning people or not, but if you're not a morning person, usually you wake up at the last minute, you try to, rush out the door, and you usually do one or the other. You get something to eat or you check your phone, which I'm sure most people check their phones. Sure, everybody has to eat to survive, and it's important for their life, for their daily activities. I myself used to skip breakfast because, I'm not a morning person, so I would always be in a rush. But I don't anymore. I've noticed that now that I eat breakfast, I feel better about myself. And later on in the day, my stomach's not growling. It's the worst. And I encourage everyone here to make it a good habit to eat breakfast because it has a lot of good benefits for you, and later on your stomach will thank you for it throughout the day. First, I will talk about the benefits of eating breakfast. Second, I will talk about the disadvantages of not eating breakfast. And finally, I will talk about the long-term effects of not eating breakfast. Breakfast is a foundation to all the activities and benefits, and usually breakfast has the most nutritious vitamins for the day, and it helps people with concentration, performance, strength, and endurance. According to Joanne Schaefer from Today's Dietitian, September 2011, children who eat breakfast and make it a better habit eating in the morning have a better lifelong habit children who eat breakfast later on in life, they won't have problems like gaining weight because they make it a good habit, or their parents make them. And it also manages their weight, and it instills a good, healthy habit of eating. Breakfast also gives you fuel for your brain, and as well as when you sleep, you usually fasting overnight. So when you don't eat breakfast, you're prolonging the fast, which makes your body hate you. Other things that are important about eating breakfast is it increases your metabolism. You tend to focus more throughout the day. It improves your memory, and it prevents you from overeating. According to Amanda L. Chan from the Huntington Post on October 16, 2012, eating breakfast leads to good brain and body health. Now that I've talked about the benefits of eating breakfast, I'm going to talk about the disadvantages of not eating breakfast. According to an article by the Indian Times, November 10, 2014, Dr. Sunita Dew says if you skip breakfast, it leads to bad eating habits throughout the day, and you'll start overeating as you get closer to lunch or whatever. And it also disrupts the blood sugar balance and insulin output. And over time, if you keep skipping breakfast, some of these things are irreversible. So it will lead you to like other health problems as well. According to Alicia Walton from Forbes, July 23, 2013, there was a study in Harvard with 27,000 men from ages 45 to 82, and they studied the people, how they ate the ones that ate and the ones that didn't eat, and they found that 27% of them had a higher risk of coronary disease and as well as heart disease. Other disadvantages is weight gain, osteoporosis, irritability, mood swings, low energy, and memory. Now that I have told you about the disadvantages of not eating breakfast, I will finally talk about the long-term effects. When you balance out both eating versus not eating breakfast, it's pretty clear that eating breakfast will always win because you will feel better throughout the day, so you should all eat breakfast. According to Brenna Crawford from Livestrong.com on February 18, 2015, some of the other long-term problems are, like I said, they're irreversible. Some of the things that, will lead up to like diseases and whatnot. Inadequate nutrition, can also affect infants and children as they will lack iron, iodine, and protein, which will give them the energy to play with other kids in school and do their daily activities. Okay, other disadvantages, it will lead to diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Now that I have told you about the advantages and the disadvantages, as well as the long-term effects, I think it's time for me to wrap it up. You should all make it a habit of eating breakfast because it's important and it's probably the most important of the day. And so next time you skip breakfast, you should remember, if you get moody like throughout the day, it's probably because of that, because you didn't eat breakfast.